hours late. 2 hours late to your own daughter's wedding, and then you decide to come and sit in the corner. Like, I know we talked about it before, but y'all, we have new information. And now when we start comparing Gwen's wedding and was it Kody's, like the other weddings that the other kids had,
Madison,
and
Mike
also
LT, Aspen,
and then comparing how involved Kody was in their weddings versus Gwen's, I am livid for Gwen, and I just wonder.
Leon,
yes,
and
remember
Leon. He went with them to look at venues and stuff. Remember?
It just makes you wonder: does Kody hate Gwen? We're gonna get into it, you guys.
Whoa.
This is very.
And
we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, you guys, because I mean,
I think hate may be a strong word for a parent to a child, but you just. I feel that he has never connected with Gwen, which makes me so unhappy for her.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried ever since she was a child.
Yeah,
he just never tried. Like, kind of maybe scapegoated her.
Yeah,
or
for
just
sure.
like, just never tried. Never tried with her, and he's also just taken that into her adulthood, which is so sad because she's such a beautiful soul.
Yeah, such a bright light.
I know, and it's so sad that it's sad when your own father can't see that and just be there for you and embrace who you are. It's hard when a parent doesn't see that about their child, but I mean, kudos to her because she, in spite of that really is a testament, I think, to Christine.
Yeah, for sure.
Because in spite of that, not having that from her dad, like all her life really, Christine has just showered her with so much love.
Yeah, like she can still
and has
shine and be
validated
herself.
Her so much that you have Gwen now having her own, channel and just embracing who she is and having that self-love. So, But yes, 2 hours, a whole 2 hours.
And then when you come, you don't even socialize with anybody. You guys sit down there and decide to play babysitter. When McKelsey's kids, I heard, were actually good. Gwen said this. And you didn't need to babysit. Yeah. Babysit for what? You know what I'm saying? And then also it just kind of shows that they could have brought their kids. Because there were kids at the wedding. Because they were trying to say, we can't bring the kids because it's going to be at a bar. That's what I heard.
We weren't sure that they were allowing children.
Well, if you were talking to your kids, you would know. My
thing is, Mykelti, you brought your children. Why didn't you just reach out to your dad to say, hey, I'm taking the kids with me?
Do you seriously think Mykelti didn't do that? Mykelti did that. But she didn't say anything because they probably are just going to use Mykelti as a scapegoat.
But Mykelti is still trying to be understanding of, I can see maybe why they didn't bring the children. All the children, even the older children, you needed how many kids?
She said that?
To babysit. Yeah.
Wow.
Like she understood why they didn't bring the kids. She understands what, what they're saying that, But Mykelti, you could have told them you're bringing your children, your kids that are younger than their children. And so...
Mom, I'm sure she knows, but she's here. I don't want to say acted.
Too, okay, even if you say, but you guys knew Truly was going to be there. Truly and Solomon are almost the same age.
The younger kids are all almost the same age as Truly now, if we're being honest. So there's no young kids. There's no babies. The only ones who have babies are Mykelti.
I know.
And if she brought her babies that basically came out the womb yesterday, how aren't you going to bring your kids that are probably 3, 4, 5?
I think
Truly's
she's 5.
11.
I think Ariana is 5 now, and Solomon is like a year younger than Truly.
I know, but they all grown, basically. Well, not grown, but...
It's just annoying. And it makes me... At first, I was giving them a clap.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
But then, now that I know it was 2 hours, it's
missed the whole ceremony.
It's like I'm still going to make myself the topic without really just blatantly being out there about it.
Right.
I'm still going to make myself the spectacle of this event. This should not be about me.
Right.
It should be about Gwen, right, and her spouse. But no, I'm going to make it about me because I'm going to show up 2 hours late.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they were chuckling about that. I'm sure Robin had a chuckle about that. I can see her be like, oh, well, 2 hours late. I guess give them some more to talk about. I can see her making that comment, actually. Robin.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, also when we think about the level of involvement that Kody has had in these other weddings, like the one with Leon, he went to a whole venue with them.
I know.
And was talking about how, oh, you guys shouldn't walk down a straight line, walk down a curvy line because they're, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. But and so even that, and then even he like literally officiated a friend's wedding, went there a day before, and all that stuff.
On time for that one. Took his time to go there a whole day before.
And there was and be there. And there was no family photos of like the two parents who birthed that child coming together with the future spouse. There was no pictures of that. He wore a damn skirt, a kilt at Aspen's wedding.
I remember
and then even at Madison's officiated it, was crying. Oh my God, your son's so lucky. I remember him saying that and bawling his eyes out. Like all of these things, like just he was very much involved in it. But now with Gwen, it's like he's not involved. And then he was even at Logan's wedding, and he was there for the ceremony. That's when things really started going bad, right? But he was there second row on the other side with Robin.
On time.
So my thing is, I feel like if you gonna come late, don't come at all, because you're not gonna come to my wedding while I'm walking down the aisle showing up like, oh, I'm here. Go outside.
Yeah.
It's security.
So obviously, he didn't come, and you know
he didn't have good intentions.
No, and I think also he probably did also want to be in the photos. That's what I think.
Well, also because maybe he didn't want to be there with David in the pictures.
Well, you know the other thing too, though. You know, usually to the beginning of a wedding, like our weddings are different. Islamic weddings are different, right? But in the regular weddings, they usually have the photos
done in the beginning.
Right.
Before you sweat everything out. The
right.
Makeup,
they do that all
stuff.
In the beginning. That's what I've seen, that they do that. So you coming 2 hours late, what is telling me is that you didn't want to be in the photos. You and Robin did not want to be in those photos. Why don't they want to be in the photos? Because I still go back to the fact that they don't agree with Gwen's lifestyle. That's how I feel. But actually, I don't think so, because you said that he went with Leon and Audrey looking at venues.
That's why.
I think it's Gwen specifically. He has an issue with Gwen. He always has had an issue with Gwen. And what is sad is that I remember her saying when she first started her channel, she was saying that she was still in talks with him. She still reached out to him to talk to him on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
So that is what's so sad. This is a child, and I've seen this happen a lot. You have, parents who have a lot of children. A lot of times, sometimes it's the child who is always reaching out to that parent. That the parent, it seems as though they always have a problem with that child. Like that child has to do a tiny thing for them to have this huge problem with the child, whereas the other children can do some crazy stuff, and they're always forgiving. You know what I'm saying? But let this child just do something. So I think that's him.
That's why I said hate. I don't think he hates her. Obviously, that's his child. He helped give birth. Well, not give birth, but he in the conception. Anyway,
I hear what you're saying.
Not hate her, but I just feel like maybe he just doesn't like her. He doesn't like her. You know how some people say, "Well, I love you," but I love you because you my family or whatever, but I don't really like you. That's how I feel the relationship is.
And what is so sad is that him as a parent is not even trying. He doesn't even give a fuck. It's like
it was performative parenting.
It was performative when she was younger. When he was like, I had to, she was a child.
Even going is
but
performative.
Now it's like, yeah.
Because the thing is, how are you where the cameras are? Where people are filming and somehow we're able to get Robin flicking her hair and holding the
looking
child
right at the camera as she was holding the child.
And then Kody there, because you're obviously seeing them filming Gwen and stuff, but let's at least pop in here, so people know we came. We're not complete a-holes. I still don't believe that. I ain't sipping that Kool-Aid.
But we are complete a-holes because we are going to show up 2 hours late.
Yes, and make an ASS of ourselves.
Now I have to take back my clap. The clap that I gave them, I got to take it back. Be gone.
It's fine. But also, let's talk about quickly. Let's close out with basically Gwen did reach out to Robin. And Robin tried to go and hug her or whatever.
Gwen tried to go hug her.
No,
and Robin stepped to the side.
No, Robin actually reached out to hug her or whatever. But then when Gwen went to go give her a hug, Robin moved to the side because I guess Gwen tried to put it like, Robin didn't think that I would actually really give her a hug because I've been talking about her. So she moved to the side when I tried to reach out. And so Gwen was like, well,
Robin
I went back.
Went to reach out to hug her. Was it?
No, it was. It was.
Okay.
I want to put a video here.
Oh, okay. So so Robin went to hug Gwen. And Robin didn't think Gwen was going to hug her back.
Yeah,
I see.
And all that stuff. Which, for me, I feel like Robin did not want to give that girl a hug anyway. That's why she even did that. Because if you see me reach out, why are you going to be like... I don't want to say, are you dense, but...
I know. You go... Okay, how is it? It is, okay, you try to hug me, and then I reach to hug you.
No, you're going to be Gwen, and I'm going to be Robin.
Okay.
Hi, Gwen. Here at the wedding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, let me still hug you, though. Oh. All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's how that went. That's exactly how that went, okay?
Alrighty.
So it's just, that's so weird. That's so weird. But I'm sure she wanted to make her feel a little weird or a little awkward at her own wedding.
Yeah. That's what it is. They came 2 hours late.
Babysitting in the corner.
Yeah.
And then Kody who be cabbage patching.
And they said...
At every wedding, you mean to tell me you're going to sit in the corner like this and be a sourpuss just because?
Well, I mean, that's what he did at Logan's wedding, so...
It's just really a mess.
It is.
It's really a mess. And very sad.
But, hey... Christine is showing Gwen how to be. In spite of all of this, I'm still going to have fun. Christine was like, hey, have fun. You saw her with her outfit.
It's just a testament to good parenting. Phenomenal parenting.
Yeah.
Even when you have a deadbeat daddy. So, yeah, y'all. But that is our opinion on the wedding drama. So, you guys we invite you guys to subscribe, and comment
down below.
What you think about this. Do you think that Kody has a strong dislike for Gwen? Not hatred, but obviously because that's her parent. We don't want any of us to think that our parents would hate us.
Yeah.
But do you think that he dislikes her?
Doesn't care for her much.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Doesn't care about her feelings. Doesn't care about her mental health. Even though she has all these problems that she's been dealing with for her mental health. He is like, I don't mind adding to your burden. I don't mind adding to that load, Gwen. And he's been doing that her whole life.
Yeah.
It seems. And but I love the fact that she's still smiling through it and moving on and living her life and being happy. So, yeah.
But yeah, y'all, it's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to
subscribe,
and comment down below.
We said that before, but okay.
We did. Well, anyway, see y'all later.